we just wrapped up workout number 2 for the week. Day 2 of the workout. Now, yesterday, my wife shared with me, caught you slipping, shared with me yesterday something I think is so dope, and this is where I want to capture, because maybe it can help somebody else, especially help the brothers. What's up, fellas? She said, babe, I'm a little, well, how about you tell her?
Yeah, so yesterday after our workout, I wanted to come to this new acai bowl place. And so I said to Lev, let's go. And in typical male fashion, he was like, oh, well, we got acai at home. Like,
Feel me?
and he was right, so I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, fine. So then later in the day, we were at a coffee shop working, and I asked him if he was going to eat, like what he was going to order, to which he, again, was like, nothing. And that's when I got a little tight. But I knew in my mind, I was like, it's not that deep. Like, it's not worth the argument. But why? But I also wanted to acknowledge how I was feeling and understand, like, well, why am I feeling this way? So after doing some research and contemplating, I learned that for me, my culture, the way that I grew up, and just generally speaking, sharing a meal is a form of intimacy, emotional connection. And so I was interpreting his no as rejection or not wanting to connect. So that's what happened yesterday.
That's what happened yesterday. So today we are at the acai bowl to make sure we get some connection time in and make sure that we connect. So that's something that I'm working on currently in our marriage, is how to make sure that I connect with my wife in a way that she feels connected.
Amen.
Amen. So we want to take y'all inside of the acai bowl. Yeah, that's what's called the acai bowl. So y'all can see what it's about. And maybe you can take yourself out on a solo date to get you an acai bowl.
Or with your birthday.
Or with your birthday.
Yeah, I was thinking a bowl.
Okay. The most popular bowls are the resentful and the Nutter Buddy. We have 4 different faces that we put in our bowls. We have the regular acai, which is like the mixed berry base.
Low key.
Aren't you glad you came?
I am glad that I came. More glad that we were able to connect.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Me
Regardless
too.
of this, I just want to hang out with you, boo boo. You my forever bride.
Hey.
Let's go. Way better than what I could have made it up. You enjoying your acai bowl? I know.
I'm thoroughly content.
So my question to you then, let's talk about connection in relationship. I feel like I'm interviewing you. Excuse me. From your perspective, like, because we talk about when it comes to dating, the main thing is collecting data and connection.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we connect differently.
Yes, we do.
Wait, why do you say it like that? Why do you say it like that?
Where this question is going.
Where you think it's going?
I don't know.
You think it's appropriate?
I hope so.
All right. It'll be appropriate. What are some ways people can like discover from their partner how they feel connected or how they connect? Like what's a way of like collecting data on that? Instead of coming straight out like, how do you connect? Like I think that'd be kind of awkward.
I think asking questions, like being curious, and asking like, what do you like to do? Like a lot of what people like to do, I think, is connected to how they feel connected to other people. Especially when you ask questions like, what do you like to do with your friends, with your family? Because there's some activities like I want to do by myself. Like I want to do my nails by myself.
You won't let me do your nails.
Hence why I do them by myself.
You're a hater. Told you I could hook you up.
And then there's other activities that I can do by myself, but I prefer to do them with others, such as eating, like sharing a meal, going dancing. I love like dancing events, like cultural events.
AKA you want to go
Salsa dancing, or going to see a concert or a play or a show or something like that. All things I can do by myself, and I did by myself when I was single, but I would prefer to do them with you. So I think asking intentional questions to find out, and just kind of paying attention, like what is this person always inviting me to do?
Yeah, interesting.
Why is that interesting?
Because if you think about the opposite to me.
So babe, same question.
I mean, I get what you say about asking those type of questions. I guess for me, for you, knowing that about you and knowing how I like to connect, how would you go about asking me about connection? Because my connection is not always activity driven.
No.
Go out and do, a lot of physical touch, a lot of sometimes acts of service, I guess. I think kind of connects to your love language, now that I'm thinking about it. I think a lot of the connection piece there. So my question to you is like, how did you, I'm asking you questions and you're supposed to be asking me questions. Let me stop. I'll ask. What question do you have? Because I become an interviewer.
Like, how would you find out how somebody connects?
Well, again, I think the easy answer is to ask. But I think more importantly, observe. Like what lights them up. Now, look, I know hands down, food is your light up. You and Mason, the way to your stomach, the way to your heart is to your stomach. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. So it would be foolish of me not to think food. But sometimes I miss it when I don't think about sitting down and eating with you or with you and Mason. Like, we do it for dinner. We eat together every dinner. But to do it and like for just you and I, sometimes I forget that. So I guess to be observant.
So what advice would you give to someone if they're courting someone or like dating someone and they realize they don't connect the same way their partner does?
I would say, first and foremost, it's okay that you don't connect the same way. I think it's good that you don't connect the same way. I think that'd be weird.
Well, it has variety.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's almost like going to the casino and hitting every time you go. Like that's fun.
Well, that would be great.
That'd be great in the beginning, but after a while, you don't go to the casino, so you don't connect anymore because you do it so often. So I think variety is key. But I think just really understanding that it's okay to have differences of ways that you connect, but try to be intentional. I know for me now, the intentionality piece is huge, and then the frequency of it. So, and then as men, I think sometimes it's hard when you're in a certain position to where you're saying, money makes connection easy. Money makes things easy for men. So long as I got money or a lot of money or excess money, I can just, it's easy to connect. We go to the restaurant, just boom. But not saying that this was hard to do, but I'm just saying you got to be more intentional, you got to be more creative. So I would just say be creative, be intentional, and just watch. Be okay with having difference of modes of connection.
That's good, man.
Oh, for sure. I try to get good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why you married me. Let me get... Come on, somebody. Yeah.
Stop recording.
All right, sweetie. So that was your first time
Yes.
here. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it was.
It's my first time here. I enjoyed it. I love me something in any and all things nutty, peanut butter, and whatnot. So come here with your fine stuff. We connected today. So let's talk about connection as we close this out. Like, why is connection so important? Or what do you think? Or why do you think it's so important?
I think it's important because we're built for it. We're built for connection, companionship, and it's the thing that allows us to not feel like we're living in the same place, but just kind of coexisting, not really together.
For sure. I think connection go a little bit deeper because it can be friendship, it can be platonic, it can be romance, it can be the kingdom spouse, it can be all the things.
Yeah.
But I think connection makes life worth living.
Yeah.
And I think God knew that when he said, man, should I be alone? And then he sent me my beautiful bride. You feel me? But I got to learn how to make sure I stay connected.
Yes.
Because when you don't, that's when the enemy get in.
Right.
Like, he don't want you to be connected. So he don't want us to go to the acai bowl. But we up in that thing. We enjoyed ourselves while we were there. It was really good, though. I like the peanut butter sauce that was on mine. What did you like about yours?
I had something called the monkey, and it was just a bunch of fruit and goji berries and honey. It was really, really good. It was like a fruit salad on top of the acai base. And then it had like granola, so it was also like crunchy. It was it was really nice.
Yeah, I had some of that. So we want to hear down below. I had some granola in mine.
Oh.
Yeah, I had some granola in mine. Anyway, down below in the comments, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on connection and the importance of it? How do you connect? Do you know what like get you to tick? Like, what's your thing? What's your connection language?
How do you connect?
Yeah, how do you connect? If you know that, drop it down in the comments below. But listen, YouTube is recommending a video here on the screen, and we think that you'll enjoy it. Click on it. See us on the other side. We'll see you on another video.
Bye.
Bye.